Hi, this is Tegan. I'm going to show how I did some gold at the Commodities exchange in the game Wildstar. This explanation is going to be split into two parts. The first one is explaining how to start playing into the Commodities exchange. The second one is about my daily session, when I buy and sell the items that I already know that work for me. Before I start, I just want to make one note. There are some good add-ons out there related to the Commodity exchange that I normally use. However, I'm going to disable them for these videos. I want to keep this explanation simple, want to talk about the method that I use, not how to maximize the use of these add-ons or the commodity exchange. To start, you need to explore the commodity exchange. This is read sections, names, and prices. You need to see how useful those items are, if there is a selling and buying market for them, and if you can afford to get into the market. The goal is to find out what items you think that you can play with. Let's start with the exploration. This can be done either using the Buy Now or Create Buy Order tabs. To find out the prices, you need to mouse over the eye at the right side of the text box that allows you to insert the goal to show the current market stats tooltip. That tooltip shows the top 1, top 10, and top 50 pseudo average currently in the commodity exchange. The buyer column shows the buy orders, people trying to buy for lower prices. Seller column shows the sell orders, people trying to sell for higher prices. Next I'm going to briefly explain how I analyze some current market stats tooltip. Using Rune or Finesse as an example, top 10 and top 50 numbers are the same. That could indicate that not many players are trading this item in the commodity exchange. In addition to that, the difference between buyer and seller columns is too big to think that there is a market for this item. While you may be able to sell one, doesn't seem like a good idea for a first trade. A scatter shot rune of Max is an extreme case. There is no buyer data. That means that there is no one really trying to buy this item at the moment. In the case of cloth or other items that are very inexpensive by nature and their market is the volume, you need to consider the commodity exchange cut. Every transaction takes 5 silver, or 12% of the value of the transaction, if you are using sell orders. 5 silver, or 2% of the value, if you are using buy orders. You cannot control exactly how much are you going to lose because it takes its cut from every transaction done, not for the amount of offers that you put in the commodity exchange. For example, if you buy 200 mana wave cloth at the price shown in this tooltip, but each one comes in one mail, they are going to cost 10 extra golds. But if they come in one single mail, most probably is the 2% of their total cost. In this case, it will be less than 24 silvers. Other important aspect of exploration is getting familiar with different aspects of the game, like their trade skills, items that need to be farmed, and so on. For this, you can use forums, the item databases that are starting to fill with information, and ultimately Google. Right now, I'm not trusting professions very much. I'm not spending gold on catalysts for example, so I assume people is not buying catalysts that much, but it's a market that could be explored. I know however that power cores are being used, so I have, as you can see, some trades here. Up to this point, I've shown why I didn't pick those items and many others in the community exchange. Before showing the one that I like to play with, I just want to put a reminder. I don't know every item in the game and probably I'm measuring some markets. You can assume that I'm missing many opportunities in the commodity exchange. This is the rune elements subsection. These are used to create runes that improve gear pieces that contain those slots. Here I follow Sign of Fire Major and Sign of Fire Greater. The reason I picked these items are: counting the commodity exchange prices, I still have a profit if I undercut both selling orders and buy orders by some silvers. Other reason is that, as you can see, I only need like 3 or less gold to start buying items that I can sell. The number in the 3 rows showed a labeling market, and at some point while playing I found out that I need this item to create my runes. As my last note, don't get impressed or discouraged because the amount of gold that is shown in the input text box. Read the tooltip. It's not very smart to assume that you are going to sell at the top 50 price, but more like the top 10. You may be able to even find better prices than I do. This is all for the introduction. As I said before, I'm planning to complement this video with another one, showing how I buy and sell every day. See you later.